What's the worst date you've ever been on?
I think the worst one I've ever been on is one where she like brought her kid.
What's your name?
Sophia.
Emily.
Melissa.
I'm Maddie.
I'm Taylor.
Kiana.
Myra.
Olivia.
My name's Adriana.
My name's Max.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
Just like going to a restaurant, they don't pay.
This one time, this guy, we went mini golfing and he made me pay.
A guy took me downtown and I basically paid for everything. But
Do you have another date after or something?
No, definitely not.
Did you ever see him again?
We work together. So
You're not supposed to shit where you eat.
exactly, I know that.
I don't think you do.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
Probably where after the date he tried to kiss me and then I didn't like him and then he threatened to kill my family. What?
Did he end up doing it?
No, but I went to the police.
Did you put a restraining order against him?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
Worst date I've ever been on. Okay, I went on a date with a guy. He had 2 dogs. We went for like a walk in the park. His dog ended up like, I don't know, like licking shit or something. And he went and he started like pounding on his dog.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
So I went to Marble on a nice little date, and I woke up in a York University frat house.
He belongs to the streets.
And my hair extensions were ripped out of my head, so that...
So you blacked out?
No, I think I was but it was kind of fun.
It was fun to be.
I was respectful about it.
It was a respectful.
Yeah.
Kind of like Bill Cosby.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
Well, after the first date, on the date, the guy took a photo of me and Instagrammed it and said, "This is my girlfriend." On the date, yeah.
He was like Facebook official, Instagram official during the date.
Yeah, it was a little like, too strong, too early on. He posted it and tagged me and I'm like, "What is this?" And he's like, "I just want to show you off." I'm like, "Bruh, I ain't your girl." And then I ended it.
Come on now, dog.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
The worst date I ever been on was Sky Zone.
What's Sky Zone? What is
Sky Zone is a trampoline park.
That's pretty fun.
You think it's fun, but then the started greening out. She threw up everywhere.
I beg your pardon?
You had her bouncing around too much, huh?
Bouncing around way too much. It looked nice for a second, but then all of a sudden she started throwing up everywhere.
That's nasty.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
So we went to the Pistons game and then took me to a club and then pushed me to the side and was like talking to the whole time. All the he knew them by name and everything.
Yeah, boy.
What's the worst date you ever been on?
We were going out and we stopped somewhere and the police came up to us and police made us come out of the car and he questioned me to make sure I was okay.
What happened after that?
I left and the police took me away because I was like, I'm not okay. So I just left with the police.
The guy got arrested?
We don't know if he got arrested because there was no second date, but I just left.
What was he doing? He had like some substance in his car?
No, it was just like foggy windows type of vibe, so...
Oh, whoa, now the story's getting interesting. So what was happening to making the windows foggy?
A lot of breathing.
The plot thickens.
And what's the worst date you ever been on?
A guy said that he would pick me up at 7, so I came outside and he was on a bicycle.
What?
And he had me sit on the front handlebars and I was in like a dress and I was in like heels and stuff because we're going to like a nice place. So I had to like run alongside him to the restaurant.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
My worst date I've ever been on. So this girl's pretty big, right? So I'm doing it. She's 7 out of 10. This girl's good looking, right? I made up a whole story, right? That I lived in Florida and I told her that I lived there part-time. I ended up picking her up. This girl's big, right? Back of my car, I go pick her up. I couldn't even get her, so I told her, "Can you suck it?" And she goes, "No." Ends up it and it.
Sensational.
Let me tell you one thing. When it finally happened, I didn't last very long.
This album is one song.
And I lasted half of that.